Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Bonnie. I create content around careers, education, some self-development with a dose of reality check. In today's video, I am going to be looking at 5 mistakes you should avoid in your 30s. I've done a video of I think 10 mistakes. Yeah, it was 10 mistakes you should avoid in your 20s. I am going to link it somewhere here, so when you're done with this one you can check that out. But at the moment, let's just talk about the 5 mistakes you should avoid if you are in your 30s. The first one, I think it's sort of obvious for many, it's rushing into marriage. You find that when people turn 30 or when they are in their 30s or late 30s, actually this thing happens when you are around your late 20s, right? Like 27, 28. You really feel the pressure of getting married because you don't want to be 30 without marriage, and then it just becomes worse when you are already in your 30s, you know. So yeah, that's a mistake that some people have fallen for and some are still going through it. Please let me know if maybe this is something that you are going through in the comment section below, that you rushed into marriage purely because of the age factor. Sometimes you are not even aware that the decisions that you are making, they are based on the age factor. You just feeling that way, that you feel like this is what you really need to do, you know. Kinda, it's an age factor. Like you are not even aware that it's an age factor. The next mistake is having unplanned kids. Again, it's about age, you know. I know having kids can be limited for us women. Our chances of having kids can be limited for us, unlike men, you know. But I still, you know, I have 2 kids. I will not mention which one was planned, which one was not planned, you know. I will not mention which one. But as a person who already has kids, and I've experienced both sides of the spectrum, planned and unplanned, and I would really say do not feel the pressure of having a child because of your age, you know. And I know for us, especially black people, into yokuplana ingane ayoni habit yethu kahle hle. Yo, I'm gonna get into trouble, darling, you know. Sometimes it's like, no, but just let God, let it be, you know. But we don't really sometimes think about the dangers that are involved with having ingane unplanned, the financial, not the dangers, but the implications that are related to having an unplanned child. They are huge, guys, you know. We can't deny it anymore. I know today it would look like, oh no, you're just talking about financial implications. Sometimes it's deeper than that, you know. The environment that you're gonna raise your kids in, say now maybe you're not even with that person, say for an co-parent, all those things, all those dynamics, you know. So I would say, even when the clock, you just feel like the clock is ticking, just really think about this, right? And I know kutiwa, you can't really call kids a mistake or whatever, but I think we can be real and honest, you know, and that sometimes it can really end in tears, and even our implications are bad. The act, not the actual human being, but the act, you know. So rushing into marriage and unplanned kids. The third one, guys, is getting into scams, financial scams. Just because you are under pressure financially, all of a sudden you can see the table, whatever that you are doing is just not enough, you know. And then uzungene kuma scams. I've seen over and over people who get scammed on the internet. Most of them are people who are matured, people who are over the ages of 30. And even when people are looking for victims, those are the people they target because they know you have responsibilities, and there are chances that you haven't reached your financial goals, you haven't reached your financial freedom, you haven't really like done the things, you haven't reached your goals, your dreams, like your dreams haven't been fulfilled, and the bills are just piling up. Maybe you have more kids now, so just be careful. As much as you like to provide for your family and you like to better the life of your kids, just make sure that you scrutinize these deals. Whatever that you get into, just scrutinize it, because you are the most vulnerable person, not person but age group. Abantu asebe over the age of 30, they really know ukuthi wena desperate now for financial breakthrough. Okay, fourth one is, when you turn 30 or 35 and something, like in your 30s, something happens, like something shifts. I don't know if it's spiritual or something. All of a sudden you find yourself, all of a sudden you just really know, wow, this is who I am, this is what I'm about. And a lot of things change in your life. Sometimes you can even go through a divorce due to this, that you are really finding yourself, you are on this path, you are on this journey. But do avoid calling everyone, or all of a sudden just finding everyone to be toxic. Like now, it just looks like in your circles or in the family, you are the only functioning person. Like you are the only healthy and functioning person. Like everyone now is not functioning. There is a way to bring people, our loved ones, along our path or our found self-awareness journey. But just be aware, Wuti. Don't push people away by calling everyone toxic and this and that, and all of a sudden you can't relate to anyone. Just bear in mind. Okay, the last point that I have is quitting your job without a plan. This one is related to the scams one. It has to do with the financial pressures of this world. So what happens is, in your 30s, or maybe you're threatening 40 now, you just feel like, oh my God, I haven't really achieved the things that I wanted to achieve. I haven't bought that holiday home. I haven't bought that car. My kids are not going to the school that I've always wanted. This and this and that. And I've always wanted to be my own boss. I haven't done this. I haven't started my business. And then you just feel like, let me just quit my job without a plan. The thing is not that you shouldn't take a risk. Yes, risk should be taken, but always have a plan. Always have a plan. They always say when you quit your job, you should always maybe have like a salary of 6 months. Me personally, especially when you are someone with responsibilities, maybe you have kids, you have bonds, you have cars, you have school fees, I would say maybe a year. Just make sure that you can cover your expenses for a year, because even 6 months, I don't think it's enough to see a business taking off. And also remember, most businesses, they will break even after 5 years. It depending on what type of business you go into. So just make sure that you don't rush into quitting your job due to financial pressures. Because guys, it can end in tears, and I have seen it happening to a few people. Like, it has never happened to me, but I have seen it happening to a few people. So let's recap. First mistake to avoid in your 30s, rushing into marriage. Second one, having unplanned kids. Third one, getting into scams due to financial pressures. Whatever that you want to involved in or have to invest in, just always make sure to check it out, because you are the most vulnerable. If you are in your 30s, you are the most vulnerable age group. Fourth one, avoid calling everyone and finding everyone. Now, just because you are in your path of finding yourself, and then you're just calling everyone and chasing everyone away, saying everyone is toxic. Fifth one is quitting your job without a plan. So that's all I have for today's video, guys. If you love this type of videos, I have another video with mistakes to avoid in your 20s. You can check it out. Other than that, I create content around careers and education with a dose of reality check, self-development for young people, mature people. You could be a parent, you could be a student. I'm sure you can enjoy some of my videos. I'm gonna leave some of them in the description box below. Other than that, guys, I will see you on the next one, and please subscribe and like this video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.